I believe the Lord looks for a generation of complete surrender. A generation that will say, I give myself away.
Twice. That power belonged to God. I heard it once, caused me to believe. I heard it twice, caused me to obey. That's how I know I heard it. I'm in the tower, not just in the church. I'm chosen. I didn't just come. He sent me. I didn't just go. I came because he drew me. Come on, somebody. You better, y'all like, and you know what really gets me with people is that they act like they can just come to God, and I'm just going, I'm finna help you with this one. I'm just going to decide that I'm going to obey God. No, I want you tonight to read Deuteronomy, the 11th chapter and the 12th chapter, the whole thing before we come to church tomorrow night. That's your homework assignment. Because when you are, man of God, when you are chosen by God, woman of God, when you are chosen by God, the Lord stamps rules on you. You don't choose yourself. No. Now I'm going to say this one more time. Israel wasn't studying God. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Israel was always into something. But what God did, he decided, I'm going to have me a holy people and I'm going to make it y'all. If I have to keep on reproducing y'all and killing y'all, I'm going to make you a nation. And I'm going to call you my people. And I'm going to keep on killing y'all until somewhere in y'all bloodline, I'm going to get a people. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. That's why your cousin them can still live like the devil, but God won't leave you alone. That's why everybody in your family can act crazy, but God keep messing with you and he won't let you sleep. That's why when you drink a beer, the Lord try to knock your head off. That's why when you smoke a cigarette, you want to throw up. That's why when you go around and fornicate, you get just guilty and just can't hardly lift your head up because the Lord chose you. You didn't choose yourself. Touch somebody and say, the Lord chose me. That's why he won't give me no peace in sin. Turn around and tell your neighbor the Lord chose me. That's why I ain't got peace when I sin. That's why when I sin, it ain't even worth it. Because the one hour act that I do take me 6 months to get rid of the guilt. It ain't even worth it. Let me. So when God gave me this last night, and he kept talking to me, I walked out of this church, and I want you to hear this. And you got to hear me if you don't hear nothing else I say tonight. When God told me, because I was contemplating, sweetheart, and I said, God, I don't waste oil. Now, first of all, I came to this place, and I didn't even think I was coming back the second night. Because it was a little struggle. I was like, oh, shoot, okay, wait a minute. They don't want it? They don't want it? You mean I'm going to have like 4 free days to go lay down because they don't want it? Okay, the Lord said, come back one more night. He said, come back one more night. He said, if you come back one more night, I'm going to judge the audience and I'm going to let you know whether or not you should stay. I said, okay. So I come back one more night and God said, stay. So then I'm getting dressed tonight. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to preach this. And when the Lord started giving me what he wanted me to preach, I said, God, is you sure? I said, because this right here ain't no word for, I don't know if I want to know Jesus and I want, no, this ain't no, let me tell y'all something. This is grown folk preaching. This ain't for cheering. Y'all ain't saying nothing. What I mean by cheering is, I don't know if I want to be saved today. I'm saved today and I'm backsliding tomorrow. I don't know if I love God. I love him this day and I don't know if I love him the next day. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I don't want to do. I don't know what I want to do. And I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. This ain't for the I'm sorry, Lord people. This is for the upright. This is for the righteous. This is for those that have already made a decision about their walk. Now God just giving them to make a decision about their destiny. This is the person that's struggling as to whether or not I want to stay saved. No, this ain't your word. You just here listening, but this ain't your word. I said, okay, God. He said to me, he said, no, I want you to preach this. So when he gave me this, I know what that means. I know what it means. You may not know what it means. I know what it means. So he said to me, he said, when you minister this word, he said, everybody that's in the building that obeys this word, he said, tomorrow night, when you lay your hands on them, he said, and the pastor can tell you, he can't tell you right now, but he will nod his head and tell you that God has something sitting on me that I cannot explain. But all I know, and my people can tell you, that whenever it starts raining and I'm in a city, it's because the Lord has opened the heavens. No, you don't understand. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. And I'm going to tell you what happens to me. Watch this. I'm going to tell you what happens to me to know that it's God. Because that's the season when it starts raining. That's the season when God said, that's your sign. He said, I want you to tell the people what I want them to give, but I don't want you to take one dime. I don't want the pastor to give you nothing. I don't want you to take an honorarium. I want you to do what I call you to do, because that's when I'm getting ready to do something supernatural, because the heavens is open. So I'm going to declare it right now in the midst of this congregation. I don't want one penny. I don't want one dime. I'm going to preach what God said preach. And God said, those that obey him. Now, what am I saying? I don't have no motive, because ain't none of the offering coming to me. I'm not going to get one dime. But God said, this is a meeting for the supernatural. And everybody that obey him, including me, there's going to be miracles like we have never. Say it. Shayabo say it. Shayabo say it. Hayabo say it. Like you have never. I'm going to ask you something. Sit down for a second. I'm going to ask you something. Sit down right quick. I'm going to ask you something. I got to ask you something right quick. Hold my Sunday. I got to ask you something. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? If it ain't God, who does that? What preacher do you know that'll come and preach for 4 days and won't take a dime? Who does that? Except it be the Lord. Who does that? Who does that? Who says, I don't care nothing about no money? Who says that? I don't care nothing about no money. God is my source. God is my refuge. God is my strength. God is my portion. But God, he about to rain. It's raining. It's raining miracles. Somebody shout. He says, sit down.
I believe the Lord
Sit down.
looks for a generation of complete surrender. A generation that will say, I give myself away.